Okay, starting again. Lesson 26 with your girls. Yeah. Lesson 26. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Yeah. So this was very battery low. This was very powerful for me. We were to do 6 practice periods, 2 minutes each, and I did it. And man, where to begin with this one? I'll just talk about the practicing for me to begin with. I've been reading this so carefully, thanks to you, my faithful listeners, which gives me this focus to do these lessons. I swear if I was by myself, it would just be so different. So it said in each of the practice periods where for 2 minutes, we first identify a situation we're concerned about. And we first name this situation. I am concerned about blank. And then it says, go over every possible outcome which has occurred to you in that connection, which has caused you concern, referring to each concern specifically. So I'm concerned about, I'll tell you the truth, I brought up, it came twice out of the 6 periods. I'm concerned about Justine watching TV. And then you go into, I'm afraid blank will happen. So I'm afraid she will become a zombie. And after you name your fear, you add the thought, you add the sentence, that thought is an attack upon myself. And then you go to the next, you keep the situation, go to the next possible fear. I'm afraid people will judge me. That thought is an attack upon myself. I'm afraid she'll get addicted to it. That thought is an attack upon myself. And so I just loved being able to release all these fears and see them. And there was one practice period where I know you love showing this basket 2 days in a row. I had a fear, which was actually a judgment of someone else. Bye. But I realized that a judgment of someone else is an attack of myself, as we're learning. So it still fit that thought about someone else is an attack thought upon myself. So this lesson being about really exploring our true invulnerability, like invulnerability is our true nature, and all these thoughts, these attack thoughts, these judgments, they attack our true nature, or they dismiss our true nature. So again, it shows our confusion. And so it says, you see attack as a real threat. That is because you believe that you can really attack. And what would have effects through you must also have effects on you. It is this law that will ultimately save you, but you are misusing it now. You must therefore learn how it can be used for your own best interest rather than against them. So, I'm going to add this one thing. Paragraph 3 that says, the idea for today introduces the thought that you always attack yourself first. If attack thoughts must entail the belief that you are vulnerable, their effect is to weaken you in your own eyes. Thus, they have attacked your perception of yourself. So, believing you can be attacked means you believe you are vulnerable. And what this lesson is reminding us, as I already said, our true nature is spirit, invulnerable spirit, which again is the Jesus at the cross moment, where I don't know exactly what was going through his human mind, yet what I understand from what I read in the account of the crucifixion is the commitment to knowing he was invulnerable to that act, and to forgive people, to not even get involved in the story and the details and the guilt, and just to say, kind of in that moment, in my own words, I am spirit. Forgive them, Father, they know not what they've done. And at the same time, that kind of confidence coming from, and that clarity coming from knowing who he really was. And I remember being a younger person, I think I was like 20, and I was friends with someone who was very confident and just was like, I will always be myself. And I just remember being so insecure that I was so vulnerable to people's criticisms, people's beliefs, people's opinions of me. I was afraid of it. And just, I could see though in someone who just knew their true nature in an unshakable way, that was like the most attractive thing I'd ever seen demonstrated. Like, how do you become that? So I think this lesson is really teaching us that basically when we judge anything, when we think anything's wrong, we are putting ourselves in that frail, vulnerable state where we're basically saying, I'm not trusting, and I am... Anyway, I'm vulnerable. So this is brilliant. I don't know if I ever did these lessons truthfully. And I'm doing them this time, and it's profound. I could spend a while on this one, and I think this one, we're going to have to deal with that crash, boom, bang. Whoa, that was, yeah, that's basically, that was like, cut, Angela, you're done. Anyway, beautiful, amazing, lesson 26. You're rocking it. We're rocking it. Bye. Bye.